Hi guys, welcome back. So right now we're gonna go from 11 to 15. Okay, so fuel tank, electrical wiring and battery may not be used if the fuel tank carbonate carburetor, fuel receptacle or fuel pipes thereof is defective or so exposed that it constitutes a source of danger. May not be used if the fuel tank is not fitted with an effective cap. May not be used unless the electrical wiring and battery are properly installed, insulated, and maintained so that the wiring and battery do not constitute as a source of danger. Okay, which statement is true with regards to the vehicle fuel tank? That the filling office of the fuel tank must be fitted with an effective cap at all times. And then which statement is true regarding the vehicle's fuel tank? That the orifice of the fuel tank must be fitted with an effective cap at all times. Okay. 12. Emergency signs. So any heavy motor vehicle, all goods vehicle, minibuses and buses may not be used on a public road unless there is carried on such a vehicle at least one emergency warning sign, provided that in this case of a combination of motor vehicle, the emergency sign for every motor vehicle of such combination may be carried on the drawing vehicle. So you need to have at least one of these warning signs, okay? The motor vehicle is for any reason stationary on the road of the public road. The driver of such vehicle shall display at least one emergency warning sign in the following manner. So it should be placed not less than 45, so 45 and more from the motor vehicle along the roadway, concerning the direction of which the traffic will approach such. So basically from the back. When traveling on the side of the road closest to the such motor, the sign shall be placed approximately as far as from the edge of the roadway as the transverse center of the motor vehicle is the edge of the roadway. The reflective side of the sign shall face in the direction from which the traffic will approach. It shall not apply where a motor vehicle is stationary. In place where a road traffic sign authorizes the loading or unloading of vehicle in compliance with any direction conveyed by a road traffic sign or given by a traffic officer on account of other traffic on the public road concerned, and while the driver accompanies the driving seat of such motor vehicle in the occurrence of events accompanying the carrying out of a state or municipal function. Okay. So a red triangle shall be displayed at least 45 meters behind a vehicle. So that is true. So it needs to be 45 and more behind a vehicle. Because that's the direction of the traffic. Whenever a vehicle is stationary on a motorway, a reflective red triangle shall be displayed. True. An emergency triangle must be placed at least 45 meters behind the stationary vehicle. So displaying an emergency triangle shall not apply to a vehicle being stationed on the roadway of a public road in a place where the road traffic sign authorizes the loading or unloading of the goods, compliance with the road traffic sign, on account of other traffic and drivers occupies the driving seat of such vehicle in the course of events accompanying the carrying out of state or municipal function. Okay. So when do you not? So when they say it does not apply, means when do you not put on the emergency? So you don't put it on if you are allowed to unload or offload when a traffic officer tells you so, when there's traffic, and also when you, in course of events where it's kind of like, I guess, within the state or municipal function. Okay, wherever a vehicle is stationed on a public road, a reflective red triangle shall be displayed. True. A red triangle should be displayed at least 45 meters behind a broken down vehicle. Yes. Where would you place the image if you incur with 45 behind? Behind, an emergency triangle must be placed at least 45 meters behind the stationary vehicle. When must you use your emergency warning triangle? When your vehicle has broken down. 13. Speed limits. So a general speed limit is applicable on the roads and does not have to be displayed by a road traffic sign unless otherwise indicated by a road traffic sign. A speed limit of 60 within the urban area, 100 on public road, not freeway, 120 on freeway. A maximum speed of 100 on a bus, minibuses. 80 is for goods vehicle that has kgs more than 9,000, basically. Okay, there are 32 questions for this. I think with this one we'll rather do it on our own because there's a lot of questions. 32 questions now. So I'll just do 14 and 15. And then, yeah. 14. Overall length of a vehicle. So a trailer, less than 12,000 kgs, not exceed 8. More than 12, 12.5. Articulate, 18.5. Bus or train, 22. Other vehicles, 12.5. A combination should not exceed 22. So what is the length limit for a trailer within less than 12? Remember, less than 12 is 8. More than 12 is more than 12,000 kgs is 12.5. Then an articulate is 18.5. Then a combination of multiple, it's 22. And then just a general car should not be more than 12.5 as well. Yeah, that's basically a rule of thumb. What is the length limit of any vehicle? 12.5. Overall length allocated for a combination of vehicles consisting of a drawing vehicle and a semi-trailer, 18.5. Okay. What is the permissible overall length of a motor vehicle excluding an articulate? So articulate is 18.5. So it is 12.5. Okay. 15. Overall height of a vehicle. Double deck 4.65 and a normal one is 4.3. Okay. So if the GVM of a trailer is more than 12,000, then the height should be less than 12. Yeah. So double deck we said is 4.65 and normal is 4.3. What is the speed limit applies to a vehicle or combination of vehicles with a GVM greater than 9,000? It's 80. Remember, 100 is for minibuses and buses. The following motor vehicle may not be used on a public road if the overall height, together with any load thereon, in case of a double deck, is 4.65. A normal vehicle is 4.3. In case of a motor car, does not exceed more than half the height of the vehicle. Okay, we didn't do that one. So it's only 1 and 2. Okay, that's all.